Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
Oh, shit.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see. And yet, making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level. Overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
I'm a writer. I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed.
Alice's photo equipment.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside. Part 1. What was Alice working on?
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. It brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looked me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Alan. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place. It's like New York, but it's not New York. It can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes. Fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
I say he's just confused.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. Ugh. The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance? That's it. Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew a weapon.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Rest easy, buddy.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest ones. Go.
The yarn puppet monstrosity.
The stuffed moose and squirrels one.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, Moti's Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available for children.
I swear I brought my full kit along. Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
And they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around. A trailer park. Ilmo Koskela. He's that tour guide. Mom's family was from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice. Enjoying the sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for Ati to wrap up his show so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
Ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
Hey, Seva, a sauna doesn't fix what ails ya? You're a goner. They also say silence is golden.
Whew. Hot.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Hey, Ilmo. How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage. Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you.
Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled.
Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories? Flooding did this?
Just like my marriage.
Elmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer. A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga. Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction. Makes sense. So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yako and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
Okay then. Catchy tune. I feel bad for these guys. Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry, no, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
Hi.
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep fixing
Watery's definitely quaint.
Good to see you.
How'd she get loose from the mooring? You hitched her up so securely. I swear this vessel has a mind of its own.
There's Coffee World. Need to get across the river. What was that?
FBI, show yourself!
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskalis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. Oh.
Brought to you by Davis Family Roast Turkey. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI
Another rhyme. Nah. Doesn't look right.
Broken door!
Hmm. Nope.
stalks in the night. Many versions.
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken. They were coming with him, directed by him, his army of darkness. His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. The clicker. He wanted it, to make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him. It called him on. Let the final Deerfest commence.
Hello? Anyone here? Nope. Did they get out? Did the Taken get them? Or were they turned into Taken? Locked. Need something to jimmy it open with. A list of maintenance work. I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself.
Creepy ass carnival.
Always good to have a screwdriver. Jesus! Calm down, Saga. It's just a pot of coffee.
Have a beautiful day.
Why is the pot of coffee laughing so evilly, though?
The town was fading.
What kind of exercise does coffee do? French pressing.
Now where is that safe?
Are we behind here?
Locked. Okay. What would Ilmo use for a code? Coffee World staff. Hope they're not all monsters now. I need to open the safe. What's the combination?
People hate the puzzles, Ilmo. Why not just use keys? People love the puzzles, Jaakko. Only very smart people can think up good puzzles. Just look around and you will find the answer. Dedicated staff will be rewarded.
The combination to the safe is somewhere in the gift shop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Think.
There's some more cases. Trellico.
Yup. Already got the answers to these. Coffee World. The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key. Oh. The photos have stickers on them. I bet Ilmo's the kind of guy who likes Sudokus.
Sorry, we're at a Bright Falls blend. Anna apologized to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee world is all smiles. Anna nodded, smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking, realized she was standing next to the Huatari well. Must have zoned out, she thought. She was about to go, but something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark. Anna was overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft. The darkness opened up to swallow her.
The keys to my trailer. Now to find the clicker and the Colt. Trailer. Now to find the clicker and the Colt. The page said I'd run into a cultist here. On your toes, Saga. Merceder is not afraid of the rough questions.
Weaving a web, like with the hag, but not her. Oh, take it out! In the rain. Must not drink the water. Or take a bath. Ever again. Moonshine. Only drink the moonshine, brother!
Don't look like cultists.
That's not helping! I don't feel like myself. Don't know how to fight it. We're too old.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Anderson trailer.
What? Sweetie pie, right on time. Like we were just saying, it's not true. The lies to hurt you and make you weak. Don't believe a word. They believe because deep down, they want to be told what to think. We're different. Rebels! You must stop it before it turns real.
Let go, please. No. Yeah. Oh. You might want to pull up the stream for audio because I have headphones on.
Don't be part of the story. Make the story.
No one's watching.
Get the hell of it!
These old drunks don't seem affected by the horror story like the other locals are. Do they know what's happening here? How do you know about the story?
Same as you, of course, sweetie pie. We are family. The Andersons. Vikings. Gods. So good to finally see you, Saga. I am your great uncle Odin, and this is your long-lost Murfar, Thor. Sarasota. He is your grandfather, and I am the All-Father.
Just as crazy as everyone else. Just as caught in it. I need to stay focused. I need to check out the trailer.
Who is this incredibly attractive martial artist?
I'm like...
It's me, your brother.
Hold on, let me see.
I don't recognize you, but Ilmo, why are you dressed like that? Deer Fist is almost here,
I'm like
which means we're
5.5 hours in.
The prices of all of our custom
Yeah.
designed Deer Fist
I didn't know this was coming out,
floats created by the award-winning
so I'm doing this
team at
instead.
Valhalla Knights Motorcycle Club.
This came out the 27th.
Winners of last year's trophy for Best Deer Fist float featuring an animal that is not deer. That very team, and you're gonna get a kick out of our latest float designs. We've done it all. Deer Fist floats, restaurant floats, floats shaped like things.
Yeah, if you want audio, you just gotta pull up the stream.
Our floats are the best way to impress your friends.
Because I don't have a
Or throw shade at an office colleague. And we don't
external mic yet.
Our floats are a perfect gift for weddings, birthdays, for mitzvahs, or your...
This game has given me a couple jump scares. Mostly just fucking PNG jump scares. When it's like mental shit it's supposed to be, but it's like a couple flashes of just jarring images.
And those people liked it. And there you have it. Award-winning floats now at reduced
Let me turn that down a little bit.
You were a handsome deer.
Turn that down a little bit.
There we go.
No, wait, that's not going.
Order yours today.
For some reason, she really likes to pet deer.
Reeks of booze. Addressed to me. From years ago. Wake was right. The horror story is changing reality. Not just people's memories. Everything here reminds me of Logan. This could be her room. This is getting too real. Too personal. Bon. Logan used to love her music. The Nordic Tales book Mom gave to Logan when she was little. Logan's junior agent certificate. So cute. My newfound relatives. Cozy with the cult of the tree. And that's the clicker. In the hands of the cult, just like the page promised. Carlivala Knights. That's the motorcycle club the Koskela brothers are in. I'll take Odin and Tor up on their offer and visit their nursing home. Right after I find this biker workshop. No. It's not true. It's just a fucking story. It's not true. Logan's back home. She's fine. Fuck. She's at school. David. I'm in the story and it's coming true. Wake said Scratch would try and hurt me with the horror story. But he said there's still time to stop this. That he can stop this with a clicker.
Hey, this is David. Leave a message.
David? Is Logan okay? Call me back as soon... Mulligan? What the fuck? Hey! Stay where you are!
Dear man.
Mulligan is a cultist? What the fuck is going on here?
Becky, you son of a bitch!
Thornton too. God damn it. And now they're all taken.
Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Rewind it so you can see what I mean by the fucking jump scares. Like, just rewind it like a couple seconds. It's cheap jump scares like that. It's loud noise in your ears and then bright flash. Shut up. Fuck did this cult go? Oh, there it is. I see you, fucker. You son of a bitch.
The headline about Logan wasn't real. Don't think about it. The cult has the clicker. Get it? Fix this.
Enemies just say a lot of weird shit.
This is the workshop from the photo with the cultists. This is where they had the clicker. If it's still here, I need to find it. Such a shame. Locked. They must be in there. There has to be a way to get this lock open.
Where the fuck am I supposed to find the secret? Oh yeah, you missed this fucking carnival section? Where there was this fucking thing plastered everywhere? It had a very evil laugh. It was a coffee-themed fucking festival ground. There's one. Okay, so it's that one, that one. And I guess I could pick up the last one. Trial and error.
Mulligan and Thornton have the clicker. It's in a
How
Mother
often are you
lab.
now?
Here in Watery. No, that is not going on the board. Think. That's not right. Keep trying.
Oh, I see it.
Want to get food?
You paying?
Sure.
You want pizza?
Sure.
Alright, goes. Just get a large one and split for both of us.
Could try, but probably busy, bud. I can look.
Alright. Okay.
Yeah, you can't do because...
They're busy?
Nope, I have less than I thought I did.
You have less than you thought you did. Well, get whatever. Like, figure out what you want to get and then...
Can't lose half the money.
You need food? Not doing food?
Can't.
Okay.
That sucks. He always cheated.
I know. I know what the things are. They're just... It's the order of them that the game isn't specific about. Got it.
This is the cult's hideout. Their headquarters, even? There's a basement.
Oh, great. There's always a fucking basement.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves. This will be handy. That's it. The cult isn't well organized. People aren't following orders. The Nightingale ritual wasn't completed. This is the cult's process. Their ritual. Doesn't make sense.
Hey, stop right there. The shape stumbled out of the dark toward Deputy Mulligan. Thornton was doubled over, coughing. A chunk of cold pastrami caught in his throat. Bring it, fucker. Mulligan fired. Thornton hacked the pastrami out of his windpipe, opened fire with his partner. The monster fell. They kept shooting. The thrill of domination. This was the cult of the tree. Not one tree. A forest. Secret knowledge in a deer mask. A last line of defense. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Bright Falls' fucking finest. They crept over, pulling out their flashlights. The horror. This is Monica from the tackle shop. An innocent woman. Thornton's pastrami came back up.
Nothing. Attacking you with the nearest object.
Is it still cold?
No.
You're so warm.
The fuck? Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, they left me charged at the store for a couple hours. It one fucked up.
Hmm.
Did a lot better than I thought it would.
Hmm. What'd you fuck up?
Somebody came with the ladder ticket.
A creepy basement.
So, you really weren't supposed to do that?
Hey! Freeze! That's the
So I walked in here. There were two guys, something right. They just ducked behind these fucking curtains. Where the fuck are they? They're in the goddamn walls!
They took it. They're playing with me. I was so close.
They're in the walls.
There was
They're in
another
the
overlap here in
goddamn
Watery.
walls.
The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker, left this monster here to stop her.
Shit.
There's an overlap here, like there was at Cauldron Lake. Mulligan and Thornton are like Nightingale. Inside, waiting. And a parade float is the key. Atakan is upstairs. This was a trap. Mulligan and Thornton were fine earlier. How did this happen?
Terrible mistake. Shadows crept over Mulligan and Thornton. Shadows on their faces, filling the shape of them. Bright Falls fucking finest. Shitty pastrami sandwich.
Mulligan and Thornton became like Nightingale. Mulligan and Thornton are members of the cult. Who's the leader?
Brains leaking out like milk. The thrill of domination. Not one tree. A forest. The word. A secret like this doesn't die.
There is more than one leader.
Saga had read about it. The trap. She knew what was waiting for her. The moment she saw the giant, she knew she wasn't ready. You let Logan drown. The weapon it carried could crack her skull like a brittle egg. Brains leaking out like yolk. Everything she loved, lost. Everything she was, lost. We will watch it eat your mind. Reading this made her sick, but the fear was sharp when she faced it. There was another overlap here in Watery. The parade float was the key. Mulligan and Thornton had gone there, taken the clicker with them, left this monster here to stop her.
If you wanted to get it, the first game's on the Switch.
Maybe.
Pain. UFOs. Stop laughing at me.